Is this the way it should begin? Hello, everybody. All those who are not yet arriving at your webcam during this present moment, there is nobody watching me but those that I don't know who are watching me, because my video is being actually presented right at this moment. What I want to talk to you is a few things that have happened, and in my life they're huge. In your life, I don't think they mean anything unless you're one of the family members. Astral Video and Bell have just signed a deal. Astral Video is now owned by Bell, the way I understand it. Not good, but good, because now we know the movement, the greatest of all movements. When Montreal, even though they run out of Toronto and various other places, Montreal, the hometown to Shone from Chum, I think it's the same, whatever it was, and it's been changed. And it's vibrations, it hurts. HRTZ. Another thing that happened today, I just found out, and I just thought of it because I was looking through some papers. You ever hear of skinny tea? Okay, well, I already came up with the skinny can. See this can here? I call this the Rocky Mountain of Colorado Coors can. The skinny can, because when you put it in the fridge, because it's so thin in the middle, it'll cool off. It's thicker at the bottom, but there's more space to cool. I call this skinny can. And then they come out with this new diet treatment called green skinny tea. Anyways, to go on, I also bumped into a car and a sign, but I'll read you that in a minute after I read you one little note. And this note it's a little bit stupid, but it's how I was thinking about 27, 28 years ago. And it starts like this, and I'm not going to read it all. It says, many years ago, before the dinosaurs, there were many things that were still unknown. Even before the dinosaurs, there were things that are unknown. Because even after the dinosaurs, we still didn't know the same things. But I'm not going to read on to this. I'm just going to put this on the side. Then I come up with this paper, and it goes like this. I have a little poem on it. It's for life to be is but a quiz, having fun and all. Gee whiz, life is but a dreary quiz, hiding away from life above, having fun and all. So much sorrow, love, and life to be free, having fun and all. Yet life is what it seems to be, having fun at all. And then there's a top poem on the top, and I'm only going to read the top line. It says, to be free like the eagle, to fly above the highest trees, to the top where some men dream to be. The American dream, George Carlin. I wrote this before he said it. That's pretty funny, isn't it? Next thing that I'm going to go on to is, do you remember this picture? Look, it's EXO. But I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, only to be fair. And what do you get? You get a Volkswagen Beetle. He's at the steering wheel. He's got his head out the window, and yahoo! This at the top. This is the sign of the bay. Other side of the paper. Before I go on a little bit further, I'm trying to get this done as quick as I could. I know you have a question in the background, but like I said, you haven't seen this little video I'm doing, and you haven't arrived in your own background. But I'm ready for you. Because whatever goes out, whoever watches this, or any other of my cassettes, it's all you, not me. I put out the verbal wording, and you make all the comments, decisions, thoughts, open, closed, to bed, not in bed, out playing football, soccer, hockey, makes no difference, but whatever you do, don't take anything to heart. It's just for the better understanding that people open their eyes, and this is why I do it. Now I have a little poem here, and it says on it, it's the stamp line. You see the angle that it's on? 26 years ago, 20 years almost before I even started this, I already knew that the world was divided. And I keep seeing the world divided this way on a slant. One of the reasons, the picture cards, they're all like the bodies are cut on a slant. It's not this way or this way, because that's the cross of our life we can never get away with. We're on top of the triangle on the bottom, and one person wrote, and didn't leave me a message, but it did pop up in my pictures, that an offset triangle is 11.25, which is 25 by 25 is 625, and then 500 more. I don't remember why. It could be 10, 10, 5, the first area, 50 times 10, 500. I don't want to make up anything. Boom, 25 plus 25 is 50. Just like 75 and 35 equals 110, and 7 by 5 is 35. You understand? 7 times 5 is 35, and 35 and 75 make 110, top of the Twin Towers, and makes the 10-10 world. Not all the numbers work out that way. Now I'm going to read you this poem. And this poem says, future, future, I will make mistakes, so try and keep with me, okay? I have to read this old stuff. Future, future is the title. Here I am, there you are. This is what, not as how, you understand. I'm not a pig, I'm just a cow. On a race course as a horse, with my stake horse. That's it. On my race course with my stake horse. My head swish off, I got the blade. The race was over. I thought I had it made, and I lost. Now to settle for one more time. Cars are flying, women are buying, life goes on, so sing that song, and we'll know why people hate to cry. So shy she is, cowards they are, to have a wife who drives a car. Up and down, here we go. No money, action, no tapes, but now rapes. So whores are running and a flying, weeds a woman doped to rope, to kill and to be killed. Here they are, and all the women are driving cars. Future, future it will be, having women standing and taking a pee. Don't look at me, I'm not the future, but it's coming, can't you see? Be alive and realize that when it's here it is no longer, it is today then yesterday, and again we await the future. In the everlasting time, to be to be today, then yesterday, and then it is the past that will always last, the past will forever last. To those who shall and all shall not, we move to God, but He's forgot. We can forever see the future, and can forever see what has happened in the past. It'll come and come again, but we shall not. And at once we are done, we thank you, God, for giving us the ability of this life. Future, future, watching women standing and taking a pee. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get on to the next one, and in this next poem, it's not a poem, I wanted to show you something. I walk into my dentist's office, and she gets all excited. I says, wow, me too. She's going to poke and pick, I mean, she's standing right on top of my face. All she has to do is give me a little tongue action. Well, that's not nice, Mr. Cackman. That's the way you want to talk? Hold on a second. Let me look in the mirror. Yeah, I'm a guy, like girls. Next thing we're going to talk about, she gets in there and she says, I have something for you. Do you remember the last time you were in? She says to me, do you remember the last time you were in? She says you were talking to this guy with numbers. Well, he said, I'm not sure if he printed these up or my dentist printed these up, but she was so excited telling me, boom, bang, that's right. Something else happened. I am working on right now the same thing as she gave me as a paper. This paper here and this page here are the same. These are the keys of the telephone, okay? What happened is when I walk into McDonald's, I walk into my local grocers, not in all of them, some are a little different. The turnstile for the payment of the debit, the ATM debit machine, ATM, ZCAM. We have ZCAM moving over to number 1 position. And all the racehorses, okay, when you start looking at names in North America harness races, there's a lot of ZCAMs out there now. Now they're all over. All you gotta do is look up a paper and there it is. It's just a coincidence. Of course. Yes, sure, it's a coincidence. So you noticed. That's all I wanted to know. As long as you notice that it's a coincidence, that's good enough for me. At least I know I'm on the right track. Horse track. Horse trash. Keep your mouth closed. You got your mouth open, boy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go on one step further. And the one step further we do is that, like I said, Shom FM was sold. The 9 key is Shom FM. All the other ones are 6, except for this one here. This one is another 9. TUV, 20, 40, 60. U is 1, 61, and B is 3, makes 63. You got 9, 9, 8. Now what has to happen is now they just restructured this and made QZ together come to a total of 43 is 7. 97 of what? Every one of these becomes 7. Do you know why? Because the 5 and 2 become 7. The 4 and 3 become 7. The 1 and 6 are 7. So you got 97, 7, Shom FM. Now we have a new bookkeeper doing the books on certain things. Well, for a different company, it might be the same bookkeeper. You understand, the vibrations have been moved. That's all they need is a little scratch. Once you get a little scratch, the ball game has changed. Because there's a scratch. It'll never be the same as it was yesterday because it's passed over one more time. Didn't you hear what they say? Once you pass over, that's it. It's a change forever. Never forget. So we have 997. Why? Because 15, okay, which is the egg, all turns in through the 7th gate. And 1 and 5, which is 6, in the ace position, right? Playing in the ace position, everyone picks up at least one spirit connect. What? 1 life up. Why don't we just call it 7 up, 7 down, 1 on the level, make that 8, came into the world, make that 9, because you had to open the door to come in, so 8 and 9 are almost the same, and the letter H and I look the same. So what I'm going to tell you now is they took Q right in between the PRS, started with a P16, and they took the Z right off the end of the 25. This used to be 90, so it would have been 99. 9, 8, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 97, 7, because 9 stays in its position while 1 always moves over to the center ace position because the ace on the card is in the center position. Making it again 97, 7, and I can make up anything. We are talking about putting things together, calling them coincidences. Then it's all okay, right? Depending what name you read it. What's a coincidence? Okay. Mark it down, coincidence. Oh, that one happened just because, like, it sort of slipped in. Wasn't a coincidence, it'll never happen again. Boom, you're right. You live your life, you die, you get old, doesn't happen again. In our reality, we're not talking about the magical world, we're talking about this world here. Another thing I wanted to tell you, or explain to you, is that the initials, 977, it says, Rick, rest in peace, 97.7. 9 times 77 is 63. And 63 is 693. 693 says ESP, it says Earth, it says Saturn, and it says Pluto, ESP. What else do I want to talk about that I haven't left yet is this. Now you tell me what my dentist gave me. When you go A, B, C, D, all the way up, R, P, oh, where's the Q? All of a sudden, now at the metro stores and other places that I do go, the machines no longer have the Q here, but it's all on number 1. Look at that, they set it up just for me. She didn't even know, this has got to be a month old. I only came up with this a couple of days ago. When you add up A to M, it equals 91 spirits. A to N is the cross, equals to 105, and the 105th day this year in Boston was a Boston massacre. This one would make it 120, creation all over again, 01. Total is 120. Stop at P because everybody did. They even stopped at P in the lower line over here. We'll see why. We stop on P over here, and you got 136, the one creation of the angel resident, which is us, somehow that lives inside of us. Okay, it's part of us. All our organs together. They sing the song. They make us talk and walk along. They help us live. They are our mind. All we're doing is plug us in. And we got everything here. We're like a rotation in and out for the main star, right in our system. Whether it's stamping it in the heart whether it's cooling in the mind, whether the eyes are going up and seeing a secondary pickup of understanding the vibration. But it's in and out of the body, and the hair grows. And your hair grows all over the place because you're thinking now. It's like wireless. It's like what do you call the kind of hairs where you, anyways. Then again, like I showed you on your phone, they took, this is number 72, they took out the number 26 from here. 26 is Z. They put it over here. 26 and 17. 26, 6 and 3 is 8. 17, they took out 1 and 7 is 8. The missing numbers from here, which usually totals 70, are number 7, okay, which this is number 7. This was a 7, because they took out the Q, it becomes a 5 and 3, 8. Wow, this one becomes a 7, 97, 7, 9, 7 and 1, 9 by 7 is 63, and that's creation again of ESP, which is back up here. I know I'm talking quick, but it's the only way to go. Watch out for Joe. Now we go on to this one, we count all the way to the end, 16. Okay, counts to the end, 16, 136. Counts to here, 16 is 136, 154, 164. This one ends at 173. 136, 173. Is that 219? 176, 136 plus 173. Let's say 120, 136, 146, 154, 164. 193, 20, 40, 60, okay, 193 equals to 9, 93 is 12, 2 and 1 is 3. Okay, it equals to 329. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I don't want to jump into it. I didn't come here for this. Why I'm talking is because this one adds up all the numbers, and then boom, come to the end. There ain't no Z. There's no Q on this one, but there ain't no Z on this one. Now go to your local shopping store and your ATM machines and look what they got on the one. Okay, look what they have on the one. Look on the phones, look what they have on the one. How is it possible that this that's probably been around for years, where I did not see it, but I did see it, the coincidence is there. What's there is there. And these papers that she put together for me also included papers like this, 1 times 1 equals 1, 11, 11 equals 121, and so on and so forth. This is not my stuff. This is other people showing you the coincidences in numbers. Now she's writing these words out, Amirata, Acentra, Symmetria. Now, I don't know if it's a real language or not, but it says to admire the symmetry, basically is the way I see it. And this, if you look at this over here, okay, it sort of looks like it comes from under the ocean. So, and there's a lot more she gave me. I'm not sure if it's from the guy, he printed it all out. And I appreciate it. Anybody who gives me stuff, but like I said, I do not have all the time in the world. And then again, I do. I want to show you for a second time this. This is what happens, okay? In the first year, these are all years. Every time you go around, it's a year. So I go around and I stop on the white spot. You see the top right spot? That is 365 days, but the end of the year is 365.25. You must come to the edging of this side. The first year we missed 6 hours. The second year we missed 6 hours. The third year we missed 6 hours. And now we ended the 365th day and right here. Now every time you move a block is 6 hours. And don't forget, when you move that block, the sun is turning. So you've never really completed any of the years in the same yearward bounds. You did not bring any of the years together. Although you started the next year bringing the first date together, 6, 6, 6, and 6, okay, of the last year, you understand the first year that you go to 366 day, okay, you only have to go 6 hours. So you didn't go a whole day, you're stuck in the middle of the year. But at the end of the fourth year, by not using any of the 0.25s of the year, and 0.25 times 0.25 equals 625, which is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, 25, 125, 625, times the Monopoly board, 40 plus 1, equals 25,625. So this here, In the last year, you'll move forward one 6-hour route, year 1 ended. Another 6-hour route, year 2 ended. Another 6-hour route, year 3 ended, and here where the X goes, because they overlap, one goes up, one goes down. What does that mean? I have no idea. When it comes to me, I take it the way it is, and I learn within time what the answers are, and I just wait, and I have to be patient. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I could have, and I must have missed something. Yes, there was one thing from yesterday I was writing down, that when you do put the letters in order, first of all, I just want to say something, that when you put the letters in order, A to P, or 1 to 16, that equals 136. The other side equals 193. You add, minus, divide, multiply, see what goes in, what doesn't come in, and they become constant. Automatics. Whole. The other thing I wanted to mention is this. When you put these letters together, this is the Hebrew New Year next 2014. 18 and 19 is 37, and 20 is 57. The average is 6 and 6. 21, 22, 23, U, V, W, U and V in French is W and W. They context these. They're all one letter, actually. They're all talking about each other. H and I is the same way. They're next to each other and they talk about each other. This one is 24, 25, 26, 75. The next Hebrew year is 57, 75, and it's all about 66. When you put them together, okay, I'm not even going to put them together, but this is 198. Another thing you have to remember, when you put together 21 and 16, 37. When you put together, 16 plus 20 plus 18, is that what I was doing? Now, and then you put together 22 with 17 with 24. They also create something. I'm just mentioning if you want to go see what it is. So whatever you get, like I was showing you from these numbers in the alphabet, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, they're telling you 57, 75. The 17 is not there. We must take out the 26 because the Q disappeared, or add on the Q if you want, and make this valued at 74. Then we'd have 74 on this, but we're not doing that. Okay, I'm just not getting into that because I'm not spending time on it. Just stop. Raphael 7286. If you just want to see the beetle, somebody must have been playing in class and came up with this. Thank you for watching. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I want to thank you for watching.